So what is happening when you say npm start? Like when I'm trying to execute a command called as npm start, okay. One important thing you have to make a note is, let's go and try to walk through our application now. So what if you see here, whenever I have created the application using React, here, it created one node underscore modules folder. So what is this node underscore module folder? Any packages that are required for this application to run, all of them are there in the node underscore module folder. What are the packages that are required for this application? That information will be stored in the package.json. What do you mean by package.json? Package.json is nothing but a placeholder to talk about what is the name of your package. So what is the name of your package? What is the version of your package? And what are the packages this package is going to depend. Like my package name is my app. I'm depending upon React version 18. I'm depending upon React DOM 18. I'm depending upon React script. So that's what I said, right? Even React is also nothing but a road package. React DOM is also nothing but a road package. If you see, these dependency sections tells for my app package to work, what are the dependencies I have and where I have to get those things. Now, next thing is the scripts. So what is the scripts? Whenever you say npm start, what it will do, npm looks for is there is any file with name package.json. If it is there, it will check whether there is a section with name scripts. If it is there, it will check whether there is a section with name script. If it is there, it will see is there is any command with name start. Is there is any command with the name start. If it is there, whatever is there, it is going to execute this command. So that's the reason when you say npm start, it will internally, what it will do, react scripts dot start. So react scripts, whatever this package is there, right? So once you install the create react app, it is going to create a package called as create react app. So react scripts has an option to start web server. Now, if you see that previously I have done http server. What is that? That is a web server to run the application locally. Even when you want to develop a React.js application, you need a web server locally. So that's what is this React script is going to do. So this React script has a functionality to run web server locally. And apart from that, it has so many things. Okay. It has bundling, minification, so many things are okay, which I'm going to talk about later. But otherwise, now assume that it is have a capability to go and run the application. Okay. Rest and all, we are going to talk about those things later. So that's why you are able to see this. Let's go through the complete folder structure. Now, if you see here, this is all our complete folder structure. See, why do I need create react tab? Because by default, when I want to develop my application, right, I need some HTML files, I need some images, I need some JS files, all those things. So instead of me creating them manually, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to depend upon the create react app to go and create this, some of these things automatically for me. So that's what I'm going to depend upon. Now, if you see, I already explained on node underscore modules folder. What is node underscore module folder? All these packages, whatever is like testing library, React DOM, no, all of them will be available here. If you go and see this is the place where all your third-party packages that are required for your applications has been stored. Okay. So that's node modules is nothing but the node package manager, third-party packages. You may see too much, but otherwise, if you see here, I just want to focus on one folder. Here, let's go to PQR. Are you able to see anywhere React? Yeah. See React DOM, React scripts. Okay. React, all of them are nothing but here. Like these are the packages React, React.js, React DOM, React scripts, all of them are nothing but the package. Now you may see that I have only few packages, but why there are so many other packages? Because they're all dependent packages actually. Like your React package may depend upon another package, that may depend upon another packages. All those packages are going to get installed and you can take as a granted for now. You don't have to worry about like where exactly things are going to come from. Okay. So we have the node underscore module folder. Next is the public folder. Okay. See, public folder means now whenever you are trying to run your application, right? Once you have run your application, you are getting this screen, right? So this screen is nothing but loaded from the index.html. So this complete screen is getting loaded from the index.html. Now, if you see here, there is a icon. If you see that React icon was there here, and at the same time, this is also a React icon. If you just focus here, right here and here, those things are coming from your public folder. If you see here, see your index.html is loaded into the browser. I'm going to tell you how that index.html is loaded into the browser. Then if you see this favorite icon, right? Okay, this favorite icon is nothing but your one which is getting loaded onto the browser onto the top window. That's what I mentioned. So this is the one which is loaded into the top of your browser window. Then again, if you see, you have logo 192. So this is the logo which is loaded into the your page. Like, okay, whenever you are trying to load that, right? This is the logo which is loaded into your page. Okay, so how it is loaded, where it is loaded, I'm going to tell you. But what is this public.js? Public, this is the folder which contains the index.html and your icons, which are getting loaded to the application. So now, what is the other? So this is the public folder. Next important folder is the source folder. Now, if you see in the source folder, we hardly have few files. Okay, in the source folder. So you don't have to worry about this report vital setup.test because this is required for the testing, which I cover at the end. This is required for some different stuff I don't talk about. Again, logo also is nothing but your application file. So if you see here, we have one JS file and test file for this. So one JS file, index.js, and it has index.css, app.js, app.css. See, this also you can ignore for now. This is a test file. So basically, we are interested in only, even CSS also you can ignore for now because it's styling, because I'm not even worried about the styling for now. If you see, there are two important files called as index.js, app.js. Okay. So these are the two folders which are files which are required for your application to start. What is going to happen? I'm going to tell you. When you say npm start, what it will do, it will load the index.html into the memory, and it is going to load the index.html into the memory, and it will inflate, it will load the index.html into the memory, and it will inflate the index.js into the index.html. Means what it will do, when the application is loaded, index.html is loaded to the index.html, it will load the index.js. That's what is happening. Let's see what is the code base that is happening in the index.js. If you go to the index.js, what exactly we are trying to do here? Here, some of this code you may not be able to understand. You don't have to worry about. So now if you see, you are importing the index.css, you can ignore the styles. You are importing the app. I'm going to talk about that. You are importing the report web tiles. Just for now, ignore it over there. Or if you see all of this syntax, we talked about ES6 modules, right? You're able to familiarize with this. If not, we have the modules YouTube video. I request everyone to go through that modules video, ES6 modules video. I request everyone to go through that. Okay. Now, what exactly we are doing here? We are saying document.getElementById root. See, where is this index.js is loaded? It is loaded to the index.html. It is loaded to the index.html. In the index.html, it has so much content, so we don't have to worry about this. There is a div with ID root. Are you able to see it? So this is what we are trying to fetch in index.js. If you go and try to refer to the index.js, what exactly you are trying to do? You are trying to see here, when you're trying to say, you are trying to get this document.getElementById root, and you are trying to create a root element like React DOM.create means. So React has something called as virtual DOM concept. I'm going to explain for now. So what it is going to do is, it is going to access the root DOM element, root DOM div element in the React.js. Then it is saying React.render. Okay, React.render. So you can, for timing, I'm not even going to keep this strict mode also. What we are trying to do is, we are going and in the React.render, what we are doing is, I'll talk about what is React.render means. To the root of the application, render the app component. Let's see what is the app component. If you see here, I told there is one JS file called as app.js. In the app.js, if you see what exactly we are going to do, and this is the app.js, it's a function. Inside this function, we are returning some code here. Okay. So this app.js is called as component. App.js is called as a component here. Inside the component, what are we doing here? We are going and rendering the image. What is that image? That is nothing but the logo. If you see image source logo, what is the logo? Logo is nothing but logo.svg which you kept here. So what is the logo.svg here? This is the logo.svg. So what is the logo.svg is nothing but your svg file. This svg file is nothing but going to load your logo. This logo it is going to load it. Okay. Now if you see app.js is nothing but a component, it is loading the image and it is just saying the learn react over here. That is what is loaded here. Okay. This image is coming from this path. Now, when you say edit source and app.js loaded, right? This is coming from here, edit app.js loads. Then you have the link, learn React. So you are getting the links for learning the React from here. You are just getting anchor tag, learn the React for http react.js.org. Whenever the application is loaded, it is going to load the index.html. It is going to load the index.js. Within the index.js, what exactly you are trying to do? Within the index.js, you are loading the app component and you are rendering the app component. What is app component? How it is rendering? We are going to talk about that. But the flow was, what is that? Index.html, you are loading the index.js. Inside the index.js, you are loading the app.js. And within the app.js is the one where you are rendering the actual content, whatever the content you are going to get it over there. Now, what you do is, if you want to do, you just change the statement and say, welcome to React.js. Now, if you go and try to see this, you should be able to see the same message rendered into your browser.